Hi everyone, welcome to Honey Drops Tarot. This is a reading for the sign of Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, or Venus. Aquarius, thank you so much for being here. Thank you for all of your likes, shares, and subscribes. I truly appreciate it. Just a quick note, please do not fall for any scammers. I will never reach out to solicit for a private reading. I do offer private readings, and if you're interested in signing up for one of those or in making a donation, the information regarding that can be found in the About section of my YouTube page. And I thank you so much in advance. So Aquarius, I hope you're doing well. I am doing a special bonus reading regarding your quantum jump. It's this idea that we make conscious decisions to change our lives, and however small or large, and enter into new dimensions of our beingness. And I have a special crystal on my desk today to kind of commemorate and honor this journey. It's called Super 7, and it's one of the oldest crystals in my collection. It's got 7 different crystals inside of one piece. You can see here this like quartz druzy in it. It's great for psychic harnessing and accessing the quantum realms and the violet flame, and I love it. And I just wanted to conjure those energies for your reading today. So I'm going to be using 2 decks for your reading, the Time Traveler's Oracle for the base, for the overall energy, and the Muse Tarot for your base spread. So Aquarius, cards have been pre-shuffled. I'm going to ask for 1 card, please, for Aquarius, the overall energy for Aquarius. You got, someone else got this card. Now I can't remember who it was. Number 9, which references the Hermit card in the Major Arcana. And the word is creativity. Creativity. Sorry, I just want to make sure it's in focus. The Venice Renaissance in Italy. The Venice Renaissance. So that time period may be significant to you. Venice or Italy may be significant. Okay, I hate to say it because I always reference this movie, but it's just a gem of a film. Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. They go to Venice, and Indy he gets to Venice and he keeps saying, "Ah, Venice. Ah, Venice." Every time something crazy happens, it's "Ah, Venice." And it's really hysterical. You know, thinking about that movie and that period of when they are in Venice, when the main characters are there, Indiana Jones makes some pretty profound discoveries. Really profound discoveries. And also, in that movie, he's searching for the Holy Grail, but he's also searching for his father. And so that could have some significance to you, that there could be connection with your father or a male guardian. Take it as it resonates. The word creativity, though, is prominent here, and so you could be flexing some creative muscles. Creative in an artistic way, creative in a problem-solving way, a strategic way. You know, I'm looking at this and you would think I'd be focused on this, but I'm actually focused on the frame and how we frame the world, how the world has been framed for us. And it's almost as if you're taking that empty frame and you're putting it on a different perspective. It's like take 2. You're looking at the world in a different way. You're looking at your own life in a completely different way. So we shall see where it goes. 4 cards for the base spread, 4 cards for clarifier, past, present, future, and advice from Spirit. For Aquarius, please. for Aquarius. Lots of similar cards to Gemini. So you might have Gemini in prominent placements in your chart. You could be dealing with a Gemini. Cards were thoroughly shuffled as they are being right now. 2 more, please, Spirit. 2 more. 2 more. There's 1. Okay. 1 more, Spirit. Thank you. Thank you. Okay. Past energy. You got the Empress in reverse. Empress, number 3 in the major arcana, representing Libra and Taurus energy. Empress is my favorite card in any tarot deck because of what she represents. She represents Mother Earth, Mother Gaia, the Divine Feminine, the Queen of Queens, the power of all 4 queens of the tarot. But she's the master attractor. She attracts abundance towards her. She's confident. We don't have to be talking about a woman. It's just Divine Feminine energy. So the receptacle, the receiver, you know, it's like almost like opening up the cloak and the garb and like letting the whole universe inside of her heart. And this card is in the reverse for you. Clarified by the 9 of Inspiration or the 9 of Wands. Fire energy. So, you know what I just heard? Again, it's not about gender at all. It could be talking to a man. It doesn't matter. It's just I'm talking to another soul, right? I feel as though somebody tried to dethrone you in the past. Like somebody is like trying to knock you off some perceived high horse. And you're having to be resilient and stand tall in the face of that. You see how tall she's standing right now? Shoulders back, chin up, very, very bold, assertive. It's almost like she's stepping forward, whereas the Empress kind of recedes and waits and allows. So it's not that you didn't want to attract things towards you and set out to manifest that, but it's almost like you didn't have a choice. You had to kind of be a little bit of a mover and a shaker. This card talks about being the wounded warrior and having a lot of tenacity, having a lot of willpower. There's a very, it's hard to tell, but there's like a road in the background. It's like so far away. Like okay, well now I'm hearing the Beatles song, The Long and Winding Road. Oh, that song is heartbreaking. The long and winding road that leads to your door will never disappear. I've seen that road before. There's one part of the song that's like pool of tears, crying for the day. That's a great, Paul McCartney sings that song and it's absolutely spectacular, but it's heartbreaking. It's like bleeding heart, almost like, you know, that's kind of what I feel, right? And it's almost like that might be what you're feeling, but you're not showing it. There's no trace of that. Not for Aquarius. Now, standing tall and proud. You might be feeling that way on the inside, but you're not letting anybody see. Can I have a card for the Empress in reverse, please, Spirit? The Empress in reverse. Ace of Voices and the Fool in reverse. Aces bring new from Spirit. It starts the suit. There are 4 suits in the tarot, and each one has an ace. So this one's Ace of Voices or Ace of Swords. This is your energy, air energy. So these come from spirit. It's like spirit's bringing in this new information, epiphany, revelation, right? A revelation about something coming in. Fool starts the tarot. It's the number 0 card. The Fool's Journey. The tarot is all about the Fool's Journey. Like, as an adult, being brave enough to start the new adventure. Sorry, I really want this card to be in focus. It's hard. I'm also filming at night, so that doesn't help. Taking the leap of faith, having faith in spirit that we will be caught. We don't know what we're jumping into, but we trust that spirit's going to catch us. But there could have been something here that did not allow you to take the bold step forward that you may have wanted to. You got some information or revelation about something. I asked for a clarifier for the Empress, like, why are we not feeling empowered? And it's almost like you got some, it's like a hard truth, I feel. It's like a hard truth about something, and it just caused you to just, it's like, I'm seeing, there's this like video on TikTok / Instagram, and it's this little teeny kid. I mean, he's probably not that, he's probably like 3, and he's on the dock with his mom and his brother, and he's trying to jump off the dock. He's got, you know, floaties on, and he's fine, but they're just saying, like, Billy, or whatever his name is, like, jump in the water. So he starts at the end of the dock, and he's like, thump, 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 and like, right as he's about to jump in, he just stops, and he's like, I can't do it. I can't do it. And they're like, it's okay, you're gonna be okay. And his like brother jumps in the water. He's like already in the water. So then little Billy, or whatever the heck his name is, starts at thump, 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 thump. I don't know, I can't do it. And it's very cute, but it's like that. It's like you get all like revved up. I like how it became in focus when it was in reverse. You're like all revved up, boom, 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 and then it's like, no, I can't do it. It's too scary. It's taking too much of a risk. It's not that it's Aquarius. Aquarians are not scared of much. But this one, you know, if we're taking risks in life, but we are beholden or responsible to others, it's harder to take risks, right? If you have a family, a spouse, parents, like what that are under your care, it's harder to take risks. So I kind of feel like there's something in that. In the present energy, Queen of Voices. See this as Libra energy. Queen of Voices. You can see her, she's absolutely fabulous with her kind of blouse or dress or whatever this is, made out of white feathers. I found a white feather today. It's actually harder than you think it would be because I collect feathers. There's something to it. Maybe you found a white feather. Maybe a white feather has significance to you. Queen of Voices talks about somebody who is looking for the truth. And how I like to describe her, how I understand her to be, is that she already knows what the truth is. Queen of Voices is very strong. She's been through the whole suit of voices, of swords. She's been through the whole suit. By the time you get to the Queen, she's experienced. She's no nonsense. She already knows what the truth is. She just wants to know if you know what the truth is. So it's kind of like in the Rider-Waite-Smith tarot deck, Queen of Voices has one sword up in the air and like a hand out. Like, bring it. bring me the truth and nothing but the truth, or I'll use this sword. The sword always representing communication, ideas. So when someone is in Queen of Voices, Queen of Swords energy, it's like you can cut others down with your words because you speak the truth. You know the truth. It's a very empowered position, but it's very cold and it's very detached. Hard to access the Queen of Voices, you know, like hard to talk to. I just saw that. Like, do people find it hard to talk to you? Because you're just always surrounded. You could have a very high caliber occupation, or you're a person of influence, and it's not even people that are surrounding you, but it's just like aura, this aura of perhaps intimidation, maybe even if you're not intending it. I get that sometimes, like in my workplace, a lot of people that know me, you know, but like when I'm in work mode, I have to be in work mode, and sometimes it can be a little intimidating. So I've been told. And so maybe you're giving that off a little bit right now. It's clarified though by the Nine of Materials, Nine of Pentacles. Thank you, Spirit. I don't see you caring that much. If you aren't intimidating. You're just kind of living your best life right now, which is great to see. Arms outstretched, heart chakra open, like it's almost like pentacles falling into your possession. But what's really throwing me off is that kind of vertigo, spiral, tunneling action behind her, this black and white. That's very disorienting. It's dizzying. It's almost like this is a card of independence. Sometimes they call this the single independent lady. Nine of Materials. It is pre-Empress energy. So you're on your way back to Empress energy with this card. You're moving and shaking and making things happen. But there's something to that black and white. It's very disorienting. It's like, I almost want to say spiraling out of control. I don't see you losing control. It's not about that. But I do see, like, if you're not careful, things can get chaotic very quickly. Disorienting. I just watched a video right before I started filming. This guy he's a amateur, no, I don't know if he's a professional or whatever, but he's trying to sail the Pacific on, like, solo. And he's on day, whatever, 1,000 or something. I don't know what day he's on. Maybe it wasn't day 1,000, but he's been out to sea a long time. And he hasn't caught, he has connection to, like, the world, but, because he's clearly posting on Instagram, so he's not totally alone. But he's alone. And he's as far away from any land in the Pacific as you can get. And he was out on his, like, boogie board or something, trying to get some exercise. There's some really obnoxious person playing weird music. That was so weird, because it sounded like something out of, like, Batman and the Joker or something, like really like carnival-esque, and this undercurrent of chaos. It's still going. See, disorienting. If we're not careful, we can just descend into chaos. It's, so anyway, he's out at sea, far from everybody, far from land. And he's, there's no land markers for him to follow. It's only he's following the path of the sun. And one of my candles just went out. He's following the path of the sun. But that's the only thing that gives him some kind of perspective. Otherwise, he's just looking at ocean in every direction. If you're not careful, that could drive a person insane, right? It's like being in a soundproof room. People have said there's one room in the world that is considered the most soundproof room in the whole world, and when people go in there, they can't be in there for very long because it's like they feel like they're in a pressure chamber, and they can actually hear their blood rushing through their veins. It's so quiet. Very disconcerting. Why am I telling you any of this? Because this is what Spirit wants me to tell you. But there's a word of caution, right? That it's almost like, I see this as like kind of a circle here with these birds, that there's some kind of truth that you are asking of somebody else. And you know what I just saw? Sorry if this seems like really off kilter, but that's how I feel about it. I just have to go with what I feel. But I just kind of saw drunk on power, drunk with power, and that power is knowledge. Kind of basking in it a little bit. Like this, basking in it a little bit. But it could cause you to be a little disoriented. Can I have a clarifier on what it is that I'm talking about, Spirit? I'm definitely channeling messages because even I don't understand. 3 cards, 10 of emotions, 4 of emotions, the moon in reverse. Things are becoming more clarified because the moon card, which is major arcana Pisces, which normally represents illusions, confusion, dreamlike states, secrets, it's in the reverse. So things are becoming more clear. This has to do with your prosperity for sure. 10 of emotions is all about bliss and happiness. But the 4 of emotions talks about not seeing, in a way, not seeing the forest for the trees, right? Not like seeing 3 cups and thinking, okay, well, this is what I have. I have 3 cups, but then there's like this bigger cup here, but you're like too close. You're sitting inside the cup so you can't see it, right? So something like that. Like you're inside the vortex and it causes you to not have any context for what it is that you're being fed. Okay. It's not about, it is a little drunk on power, but like the information that you could be receiving might not be the full and total truth. So there is a word of caution in the present energy for you right now, Aquarius, and it's to be mindful of what it is that you're welcoming in. Be mindful of the messaging. Be mindful of like how people are providing context for you with all the information they're giving you, right? So in a real world example, let's say you want to buy real estate and you got like a hot tip or like oh, Spirit's tunneling my ear right now, so your spirit guides are here. Let's say you got a hot tip about a stock, right? You want to do your research before you just pour your life savings into it. That's the most straightforward example that I can give you. And maybe, because maybe the person that gives you this hot tip is a really good friend. They have a trusted background of making very solid investments. So why wouldn't you trust them, right? At the same time, good to do your due diligence. Make sure you have all of the facts. Maybe because we could be so blinded by the idea of our bliss. Oh my God, if this stock skyrockets, I'm gonna be a billionaire and I'm not gonna have to worry about anything anymore. And it's almost like Spirit is saying this, you gotta recognize the seat that you're sitting in. Just be mindful of that. So, for the future potential, 10 of inspiration, 9 of voices or 9 of swords in the reverse. Future potential, letting go of burdens, past issues that no longer serve you, people that no longer deserve a place in your life, old ways of thinking that keep you stagnant. 9 of voices in reverse, 9 of voices in the upright is all about nightmare energy, overthinking, anxiety, and you're releasing that. There's a lot of release in the future potential, which is fantastic. We want to let go of all this. It keeps us from like truly standing up straight and being our authentic selves. Can I have a clarifier on the 10 of inspiration? Thank you. Wow. The 8 of inspiration. 8, 9, and 10. You got the 9 of voices, but it's still 8, 9, and 10 in this column. 8 of inspiration in the upright. 8 of wands talks about fast action and fast communication. I call this my Tina Turner card. Because Tina Turner was so bold and she made a lot of bold strides in her career, but she had to overcome a lot of her obstacle. I see this is kind of being obstacle. In the reverse though, things are moving kind of slowly. Slow and steady wins the race, Spirit just said. Slow and steady wins the race. So in your future potential, the goal is to purge everything that doesn't serve you. If it doesn't belong, it's taking up space. Get rid of it. It's like, get rid of it so you can break through the barrier. Spirit just set the sound barrier. And then they showed me this volcano, this video of this volcano that erupted, and people who were filming it were pretty far away and kind of cheering or whatever because they caught it on camera. But then there was this huge like kind of lightning bolt, but the sound didn't reach them until later. You know, a few seconds later, like the lightning struck and they didn't hear it, and then it was like boom. And so there's something to that. There's like a delay in the sound. So in the future potential, it's like you may experience a delay in like closing something out. You're waiting to hear word. You know, it's almost like, it's like the deed has been done, everything has been settled, and you're just waiting for the kind of impact of it. But there's a lot of release happening, which is good. What is the advice from Spirit? 4 of voices, 4 of swords. Now it's time to rest because it's clarified by the World Cosmos card, the World card. Chapters closing and new chapters opening. Spirit is fully behind this. quantum jump. It's time. And see, it's like here, all these epiphanies and revelations coming in when you finally rest, when you take a breather, take a vacation, get your head together, right? Because I feel like it's disorienting right now. It's time to kind of regather our strength, close out a cycle. Can I get a clarifier on the World Cosmos card, please? One more, please. You got 2. Page of Inspiration, Queen of Materials. Page of Inspiration talks about somebody taking a small but significant step forward into something new, something that's like revolves around a passion project or curiosity into something new and exciting. And the Queen of Materials, Queen of Pentacles, is somebody who is abundant in the material sense, right? In an earthly sense. So it could be like your finances, getting, you know, on track completely with your finances, or your family, your stability, your health. I asked for a clarifier on the World Cosmos card, and it's almost like you're foregoing one small thing to get your affairs in order. Not because anything's happened, just like you're just like getting back on track with certain things that you may have veered off from. And there could be this like opportunity to just start a new project, but I think that you're still in this rest mode, that you don't want to start anything new right now, but you do want to get your stuff together. One is neither good nor bad. This is just what the clarifiers are. So that's your reading, Aquarius. I'm sorry if it felt a little disjointed, but you know, perhaps that's how you're feeling at the moment. But I hope that it resonated. If it did, please like, share, subscribe, comment down below. Please hit the bell notification to be updated as to when I post new readings. Thank you, Aquarius.